Hello everyone. Good morning.
Good morning, Santosh.
Good morning.
Good morning, Santosh.
Good
Yeah, good
morning.
morning, everyone.
Good morning. Let's wait for another 2 minutes. Can you all see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Good morning and good evening, guys. Today will be the last session for us, like who joined newly. It's a last free session, and tomorrow onwards we are going to be into the regular classes. So you can approach our team if you want to continue with the course. And meanwhile, anyone have a questions? Maybe I will take a 5 more minutes.
Anyone? Any questions on your
Anyone
career?
joined today? No worries. Yeah. So most of the people already completed SQL, right? If
Yes.
anyone knows already a little bit SQL and all, we have a tool there you can able to practice. Tomorrow we will discuss about the tool also. So you can just take a mock interview there only on the SQL concepts as well. So we'll explain tomorrow's session. Okay, Santosh, you can carry on then.
Yep, sure. Everyone, good morning. Before I start, I want to tell you a small story. You tell me what is the moral of the story. Okay. There is an airlines called Indigo, which is one of the best in terms of its business. Okay. 19 years it is ruling the Indian Airlines, specifically Indian. It is for all over the international flights we have. For the 19 years, which is known for its punctuality, 80% of all their flights take up, take off and land at the scheduled time. But for the last 1 week, it's completely turning the tables around. And I can list out how many cancellations, how many were like delayed, we can list out. Okay. Now, all of this happened due to some of the norms and some of the new rules that has come into it. Okay. Now, if I ask you, being one of the best in terms of its business, if there is a 10 flights which is flying in the sky, 6 will be Indigo. And Indigo is the only one which has made a normal person to fly just because they provide most of the airport services is been ruled by Indigo. Even for a normal, a decent city, they have a service. Now, when you have this type of things happening and suddenly there is a turnaround with your business, the shares have dropped down, the passengers are getting affected, the guys who have been appreciating Indigo for 19 years and now started throwing the stones on them, right? Now, simple question. What is the moral of this incident? What is the moral of the incident? How exactly they have built a trust for 19 years? It's been scattered in the last 2, 3 days. What's the moral?
They have built the trust in 19 years with the consistency they have provided,
Okay.
and they lack in the past 1 week.
Now, what I'm trying to ask you is 19 years they have built a trust. Okay. Personally, I'm saying wherever I've traveled with Indigo, its services is good. It was on time, right? Everything was good. But in the last 1 week, we see a lot of things have happened. So the question to you is, when you build a trust for 19 years and you don't perform for 2, 3 days, people are against you. So what is a lesson that you have learned from this incident?
To build a trust and fame takes time and work, but to lose it, it only takes like few seconds.
Yes, very good. That's exactly I was looking for. To build trust, it takes years, but just to spoil the trust, it will hardly take 1 or 2 incidents. Anything else? Anything else? What do you understand with this incident? What is your takeaway?
Whatever the trust you build, but if it's a small mistake, it will collapse the entire.
Okay.
Doesn't matter how long have you been performing consistently, you have to take care of it for each and every day.
Yes. Well, I can simply say that one bad day at your office, everything is gone. Okay. It could be a job, it could be a career, it could be your business, it could be whatever may be the reason, whatever may be the incidents. One bad day can spoil your system, correct? But again, we are hoping that it will come back, right? Every setback will always have a comeback. So this is their setback, but definitely they'll bounce back well. Okay, they have the system in place. The only thing is due to some sort of restrictions, norms, rules change, this has happened. And personally, what I feel as a data analysis, they don't have a proper planning. Because of the proper planning, no proper planning, all this happened, right? So usually we would have heard about something called rosters. Okay, when I say rosters in an organization, who has to work on when, right? Probably, let's say in KSR itself, imagine that we have, let's say we have about 20, 25 employees. Like, let's say we have to support 24 bar 7. So not always 2 to 3 employees will work night. So what they will do, we will put a rotational basis. They'll prepare a roster, right? So Monday I need to work late night. Tuesday, let's say Mahesh has to work late night. Wednesday, there is another employee who has to work late night. So this should be a rotation should be there. Now this is called roster. We need to have a pre-planned, but this they did not have in picture for all the pilots and the crew members. Now that's where the issue started, right? So, however big you are, how much of a business you're doing, if you don't have the backups, if you don't have the plan, your system can collapse. That's a lesson learned. Okay. In order to become a data analyst, start seeing the news and try to relate. You look as a news, I look this as a data. I look this as a data, right? December 1st. How many were scheduled, how many operated, how many cancelled, what was the total number of schedules happened. I look as a data, right? For me, every single number which has been on screen, I consider as a data, right? If you want to get the interest, if you want to succeed in the field of data analytics, just don't learn that because of your cousins, friends have referred you. Try to get that interest. That interest is the only way that you can push you forward. More than everything, you need to like the subject. Okay? With all that, let's get into the subject. Now, in the last class, we have learned two charts. One is column chart, one is stacked column chart. Now, what is the difference? Nothing difference. This is a column chart. I want to analyze region by sales, one categorical and one numerical. Beautiful. East, west, central, south. You're getting all the numbers. Perfect. But if I go add any numerical value here, it's going on a toss. It's not at all readable, correct? So that's why we have come across a set of formulas. These formulas, I repeat, you will never ever find in any of the materials. This formula is designed by with our experience. So remember this. If you remember this, for rest of your career as a data analyst, whichever tool you're using, Tableau, Power BI, Looker, etc., etc., etc. Tomorrow, 2027, let's say there is new product comes in, new BI tool comes in. Again, you need not join a course to learn because you already know the fundamentals. You already know which chart to use for what type of use case. Now that's where you can build your reports. A very important concept of understanding which chart to use for what type of data. And my primary objective will always to give the importance to readability. If you have the readability, then we need not even worry. Okay. Now, today, let's go with one chart. Listen carefully. This is one chart. This is subcategory. This is sales. Okay. This is subcategory. This is sales. Now from the formula, is it correct? Categorical data with a numerical data for a column chart. Are we good? Yes, it's good. Okay. But what I will do, I'll try to increase the font x-axis and I'll put it bold and I'll put it black. Okay. Now I'll go to y-axis also. I'll put the values to be, let's say 11. I'll put it bold and let's say I'll put it black. Okay. So the other thing which I want to do is I'll put a labels, data labels, and maybe I can increase the font. Okay. According to my formula, this is an excellent chart. Categorical data with numerical data. And formula is correct. Readability is good. Everything is good. But if I ask you one question, there is one problem in this data or in this chart. What it would be from your observation? Something problem is there. From the formula perspective, it's good. Categorical data with the numerical data, one column chart, perfect. But some issues there. Can anyone tell me what is that? Or everything is good?
Subcategory.
What? What is subcategory? What happened? What happened to subcategory?
Labels are aligned slide angled.
No, that's fine. What is wrong? Is there
We don't know
any
what are
issue
the
with
categories,
this?
sir.
Why you don't know?
The categories.
Huh? It's there, right? It's printed on the screen, right?
There's subcategory, but comes under which main category?
No, that's not an issue.
Maybe subcategory is not like proper readable.
Okay. The first problem from this particular chart is Just observe this bar. Just observe this bar. Okay. Just observe this bar. Now tell me, this particular bar is right. Is it for paper or is it for supplier? The bar which I've highlighted of 78K, is it for
Paper.
paper or is it for supplier?
Paper.
Supplier, right? Majority of the word that is covered is supplier, right? Supplier or paper?
Paper.
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 Okay, that's my first problem. I'm not able to judge, right? So I've been using Power BI for all these years. Even for me, it's a confusion. And the another one is the words are not been mentioned with clarity. The words are not mentioned with clarity. Okay, that's another issue. So here, if you observe, you can see accessories, copiers. Copiers is fine. Furnishing. So it's a problem. Okay. So I was just checking if there is any alternative method which we can have it to make it better. Okay. Now let's go here. There's something called grid lines. And you can see there is an horizontal grid lines. Maybe probably if you increase this or make it black, you can see there is a grid lines. Okay. So first of all, I don't need grid lines. I'll switch it off. Then I was just going with the x-axis. I was just figuring it out if there's anything I can do it better. Okay. Now, this is fine. This is fine. There's a layout. We'll see what it can do with the layout. Now here there is a minimum category width is there. Let's see what it will do. Okay. Now, let's say now it has adjusted well. Phones, chairs, stores, tables, binders, machines, accessories, copiers, bookcases. Yeah. Now it's readable. Okay. Now it's readable. So that means initially it was giving in a different angle. Now it's giving in a better one. Okay. But I would still not use this. You know why? Either I have to check this first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or I will have to go and check the last 7 or 8. So all 17 categories I will not be able to check together. That's the first problem. And for example, if I don't have this option, in that case, it's losing the readability. I want to see all the categories, but it is facing the readability problem. So we ask Power BI, boss, what is this, boss? First of all, if I do this, I'm getting a scroller, which is I want to avoid. Okay, no client will carry a mouse with him. I'm telling you. No client, no user will carry a mouse. If it is a mouse, I can simply go and scroll it. But when you have a scroller to visual, it's not the right way of visualizing it because you are making the clients to put more efforts to visualize it. And this becomes very difficult to go and analyze if you have scroller because not all these 16 categories or 17 characters will be visible on the same image. That's the first point. Now, if I don't have the scroller, this is the first problem. This part. I don't know whether it's papers or supplies. Ideally speaking, I have to read from phones, chairs, storage, tables, binders, machines. Actually, this is machines. This is machines. But if you see, majority of the space is covered by accessories. That's wrong, right? So it's not giving a proper view. Then I increase this width. But if I increase the width, I'm getting a scroller, which is not even that great. Okay. So we spoke to Power BI. Power BI was like, okay, you don't want any specific angle also. Angle is also not possible. It's coming with a fixed angle. Let's say 45 degree. So if you want 90 degree, not possible. If you want to get it in different angle, not possible. Different angle is also not possible. And then scroller is also coming. Or if you want to see all the 17 characters in the same visual, it's losing its readability. But maybe if I take any other smaller one, it's good. Okay. But if I take this one, maybe it was creating some sort of noise. So when we checked with our team, Power BI team, they gave us another chart for us, which is called bar chart. Okay. Which is called bar chart. Column chart, bar chart. Now, just go and click from column chart to bar chart. Okay. Now, here, I will I'll decrease this. Now you see. The same chart, it was creating an issue here. Readability issue. Accessories 3 dots, furnishing 3 dots. It was not clear whether I don't know whether this is a papers or suppliers. Readability was not that great. Now you see. Do you see any scroller? No. Do you see any words cutting down? No. Can I say my readability has improved?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now, let's see. This is called bar chart. Bar means these are all bars. This is column. Okay. So columns will have some sort of issues, whereas here this is much better. Okay. Now one I need to tell you is both are correct. This is also correct. This is also correct. But it is up to you which one you want to use at which instance. Okay. Now probably what I will do, imagine this is a one chart. Now this has a very much 3 columns only. Now if you want you use this one also, if you want to use this one also, both are same. There is nothing much difference. Okay. If you want like a column, if you want like a bar, do this. If you want like a column, do this. It's your wish. But when I will use, maybe I have a more categories. I wanted to see everything in a screen. Maybe now this is where my words are cutting down. This is where like my readability is losing. Probably at this instance, maybe I would feel this was much better. Okay. But if you see here, subcategory by sales, x-axis is subcategory, y-axis is sales. If I go and change it, nothing changing. Y-axis is a subcategory, x-axis is a sales, nothing. Just the orientation change. Just the orientation change. That's it. But if you go with this particular chart, nothing else will change. If you want to take a numerical data with numerical data, it is going on toss. Just the orientation change. Here also this was not that great. Numerical with numerical, not that great, right? Then categorical data with numerical data, perfect. Categorical data with categorical data, it will still work because this categorical data which I am dragging in the y-axis, it will take in the form of count. This is still working. This also will still work. Okay. So can I say that for the bar chart, it's same formula? It's same formula, correct?
Yes.
There is nothing difference. Okay. There is nothing difference here. So I'll also take a review, and it's just a readability change. Okay. So columns is like a bars on the x-axis. This will be bars on the y-axis. That's a difference. Okay. But apart from this, there is nothing difference. Now you may ask me, is column chart better or bar chart better? Let me tell you, I am not here to compare which is good and which is best. No. Both having the same formula. Both having the same formula. You use this or use this, I'm least bothered. But for me, readability is important. Now we had so many categories. Probably what I felt is this is not that great. Let me go with this. That's it. But formula wise, both are same. Okay. Now, how do you make this bar chart like a stacked bar chart? Okay. See here. We had a problem yesterday. If I click a technology, the other visual is getting highlighted. The technology overall sales is 0.84 million. This 0.84 million is getting divided with respect to east, west, central, and south, which I'm not happy. So I want the both the information in same chart. Now that is where I did something called stacked column chart. How column chart will become a stacked column chart? By just adding something called legend, right? For that also we have listed out one formula, correct? Now you take this one, both are same, right? You don't see any difference here. Both are same. That means both the charts, where the fourth chart that I'm taking is stacked bar chart, is also coming with the same formula. The only difference between stacked column chart and stacked bar chart is orientation change. Now, it is completely up to you whether you want to go with first visual or second visual, because both are readable. But the only one thing what I was preferring is, when case that there is more labels where the readability is we are losing, because this comes with a specified angle. I cannot even rotate with 70 degree, 60 degree, 40 degree, 30 degree, not possible. So the only way is you will get a scroller, or maybe I would have to increase the width. Apart from that, if I want to do any small sort of changes to the title, X title, it was not possible. That is why I completely changed the orientation. So we have successfully covered stacked bar chart and stacked column chart. So there is nothing called only column, there is nothing called only bar, which I have written here. It is just without legend. Okay. Now it's up to you. Don't compare column with bar. No, it's only comes down finally down the wire. It comes down with the readability. That's it. Apart from that, all four are similar. Okay. Is everyone good? Yes.
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 Yes, English.
Now, now, one more question. One more question. Let's focus on this visual. Okay. And I will go with colors, different colors, columns, central, east, south, west, okay. Now I selected different colors. Okay. Now what I will do, I will just for the namesake, for time being, I will switch off the labels. I'll switch off the labels. For time being, I have not given the labels. So labels means it will tell you how much each region, in how much in each and every category, how much it has made. It will tell you the data labels. Okay. Now I have hidden that. Okay. Now tell me, in the technology part, in the technology bar, depending on the color, you need to tell which is the highest one. Okay. And for you guys, region is visible, not visible, right? I'll go and increase a font for legend. So if you want top center, you give top center. You give top right, you will give it in the top right. You give center left, you will get it here. You put it in the bottom right, you will get it like this. You can do whatever you want. So this one I'll increase the title text. Now I'll make it bold. Okay. Now tell me, in technology, without data labels, just by the color, can you tell me which region has given the highest within technology?
East.
East. This one?
East. Second
East.
one.
This is East.
Down second
Okay.
one.
Okay. Second highest?
West.
West. Third highest?
Central.
Fourth? South. How
South.
did you tell this? It's actually correct. How did you tell this?
Uh, Actually, that y-axis, see, visually it is bigger size. Apart from that, the numbers left hand side, if you see, it's crossing more.
Okay, fine. The same way you told me, right? This is a bar is colored more bigger size. This is a second highest, right? You told me this. Can you tell me the same thing for office supply? In office supply, east is highest or west is highest?
There is a challenge.
Why? Why is a challenge? By color, you should be able to tell, right?
But it looks like
Identical.
yes.
Yes. Now, this is where I would consider this as one of the drawback. I wouldn't consider as a drawback, but I would say, okay, if you want to go and know within technology which region has made the highest, I will have to look for the bar which was colored more, right? The bigger size. Maybe here I'll get to know this was the highest, this was the second highest. But when it comes to this, there is a challenge. Now, if I go and switch on the data labels also, only then I can figure out, see, this was 0.26 million, this was 0.25 million, so this was the highest. But if you see here, it's very close, 0.21, 0.22. It's very, very close. Because it's very close, without data labels, it was not possible for us to tell. Okay. Now, without data labels, this chart will become like a challenge. What we did in this particular chart, I am not happy with the figuring it out which one is first highest, second highest, third highest, fourth highest. So I went with one more chart called clustered column chart. A, a bar inside a bar. A column inside a column. This is one column. This is one column. This one column. Now tell me, without data labels, is it possible to figure out which one is first, second, third, fourth with the help of the shape?
Yes, possible.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. This was not possible. This was not possible. You are not able to see. I know that we have in technology, we have four regions, Furniture, we have 4 regions. Office supply, 4 regions. But without data labels, you may not be able to use this because you'll feel confused. And if you see here, this is coming in a particular order: central, east, south, west, right? It's taking alphabetical order. It's not like one will be highest, will come first. No. If you go and click this 3 dots, you can go and see sort axis. Now I'm sorting the axis. Let's say I'll put descending order. West will come first, south will come second, third. But it's only alphabetical order. We can order it by region, but you will not be able to order based on the sales as of now. Correct? So this comes with a limitation. So what I did, I went and I used one thing called clustered column chart. So the next chart, the next one is clustered column chart. Okay. Now, for this clustered column chart, the formula is same. Whatever you have done it here, right? The same formula: categorical data, numerical data, categorical data. So the best fit is always going to be this one. Okay. Now, if I want to go and add this one, and if I go and take a numerical value, this is not good. This is not good. Okay. Now, this, what if I add n? This also I will add n. This also I'll add n. Maybe this also I'll add n. Looks like a lot of designs, but it's not good, right? So I would say the same formulas will apply for clustered column chart also. But what is the difference? It's all about readability. Okay, it's all about readability. I want this and I want this. Categorical data with numerical data with categorical data. This is exactly the best fit. But when you want to go with it is up to you. If you don't concern, if your client is allowing for a data labels, go with this. So you can figure out this is a first IS, second IS with the values. Sometimes they may say don't need data labels, but still I'm getting confused. You simply go and change to this. So it's up to you. So the first 5 charts, if you see, it's just the same formula. It's all about readability. You use any chart, I'm okay, but readability should be good. Okay. Now, see here, instead of region, let me take segment here. See, now I don't need a cluster. Why? Even though data label is not there, I really don't need cluster. Can anyone tell me why? Even though data label I have not added, I am still not preferring to use clustered. Why?
It's in readable
We can
actually.
We can find
find.
out,
We
right?
can
We can
find out.
find out.
The
If you,
variation is
yes, if you want, you use this, or if you want to use this, it's up to you. We have no problem. But you check the readability. You check the readability. Okay. So with this, what I will do, this is where I got confused because I was not able to figure out if this bar is bigger or this bar is bigger. So it's almost same. That is the reason I have used clustered column chart. Well, if you have a clustered column chart, you should also have something called clustered bar chart. It's one and the same. The difference between the bar chart and the column chart is just the orientation change. So when you have clustered column chart, you also have something called clustered bar chart. Okay, so let's go and write our 6th chart. Clustered it's going to be bar chart. Same formula, just the orientation change. You use a stack column chart, stack bar chart, you use custom column chart, custom bar chart. I have no issues. I have no issues because all comes with the same formulas and same properties, just to fine tuning it. See, as simple as that. Let's say you like two food, okay? You like biryani and you like pizza. Both you like. But on a particular day, if I ask you to choose one, obviously you'll choose either one because both are your favorite food. Maybe last week you would have tried with biryani, maybe you would have go with pizza. But what is important here? Your satisfaction. That is exactly what I'm also looking. You have to be satisfied by looking at the visual, which is readable, which is good, which is giving the clarity. That's it. Okay. So any questions in the first 6 charts what we have learned? Any questions?
No, Santosh.
Are we good?
Yes, Santosh, as of now.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
Santosh.
Now, this year, 2025, number of students who got placed in KSR 1300 across all the batches. Okay. One simple question: is it a good number or is it a bad number? 1300. We have only 365 days. Okay. In the 365 days, we have got 1,300 students who have got placed. It's a simple question. Are we good?
Uh, would like to know the how many students have joined.
Okay, next question. If you're not satisfied with this, next question. In the last Power BI batch, we got 68 offers. Good or bad?
Good, Santosh.
Good. Okay. The
Good.
people who are saying good, 68, you feel that it's a good number. Let me tell you, in the last batch, the total trained students, what if it was 650 students? Is it still good?
No.
Yes,
No.
Santosh. Maybe when compared to market.
No. Still,
No.
whenever you compare it, it's still only 10% have got offered, right? So this is not a great. But
Yeah.
when it is a great, when the total number is, let's say 100. So
100.
if it's 100, yeah, out of 100 students, let's say 68 offers, right? Now, in the line number 54, the number is same, 64, 68 offers. But what really separates between these two is the total number. When I say 1300, you cannot just say, yes, it's good. It could be out of 1500 students, or it could be even the 15,000 students. We don't know. We don't know, right? Unless and until you don't know the denominator, it's very, very hard to tell whether the company is doing good or not. I can say that, yeah, 1300 students got job. But if I say as a very precise number and I don't tell out of how many, then what is the point of telling about our data? Always remember, whether in your college days, in your school days, in your graduation days, you like it or you don't like it, from now onwards, you need to like something called percentages. A very, very, very important metrics. Always tell in percentage form. You don't know the overall number. See, you cannot come and ask me how many students are there in KSR, but you could come and ask me how many students got offer in KSR. But if I say 1300, the 1300 could be out of 1500, the 1300 could be out of 15,000 also. But in general, if I say that in 2025, I would say about 78% of them have got offer. Tell me, do you really need a total count? Do you really need a total count?
No.
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 In last Power BI batch, in the last Power BI batch, we got about 68% of the job. Do you really need total number? Not needed. Not needed. So for us, going forward, percentage is very, very important. Okay, let's go with percentages, which is very, very important. So what I will do, I will go to this chart. And rather than getting this 0.84, 0.74, 0.72, I was figuring it out if there is any way that I can change this to percentage form. So I went to this and I went to data labels. In the data labels, I was looking, is there any way that I can change to percentage? So in the values, I come here, there is a display units. So display units, I change to custom. Maybe it's just giving the complete number. I gave it as trillion. Of course, it is out of scale. So that's why it's showing you 0 trillion, 0 billion. This is in million. This will be in thousands, 838K, 742K. This will be none. None means it's just a number. This will be auto. So that means there is no way that I can select a percentage form. There is no way that I can select a percentage form. If you are using a column chart or a bar chart, you can look only for the numbers, but you cannot look anything else. So what I did, there is one more chart which has an alternative. There's one more chart which is an alternative to this. That chart was pie chart. That chart was pie chart. So in the pie chart, if you observe, I'll put it in millions. Now you see 0.84 million, 0.84 million, 0.74 million, 0.74 million, 0.72 million, 0.72 million. But the real requirement for me was a percentage. How much your technology has contributed, 36%. How much your furniture was contributed, 32%. How much your office supply was contributed, 31%. Now that is where I would prefer going with the next chart, which the next chart is called pie chart. Okay, now listen carefully. How will I use a pie chart here? Very simple. Take a pie chart, take a pie chart, take a pie chart, and you just need to add legend and values. Legend, I'll take a, let's say, category, and values, I'll take this values. Okay, now in Excel, there is one property is there. Let's say this is Santosh, and let's say this is Santosh. Okay, now for this one, I will go with yeah, for this one, let's say I give some color, font, bold, underline. I'll do some sort of formatting. Now for this also, I need to do same set of formatting. Means there is one shortcut. Go here, format painter, go and simply click on this. Whatever the property which you have done here, you will get it here, right? That is exactly here also it is possible. What I can do, I don't want to go and adjust all the fonts, size everything. Click on this chart, go to the format painter and go and give here, it will get it. You will get it. See, the data labels is in orange color. The header had changed to white and black. So everything has done. Why only the legend has did not change? Because in this chart, legend was not there. So let me go to legend. Now I'll adjust the legend. I'll put it in a bold and I'll put it in a black. Now, if you see here, both the charts are giving the same information. But what is the difference? What is the difference? Here, in this particular chart, 0.84, 0.84, 0.74, 0.74, 0.72, 0.72. But the real requirement for me was I will use a pie chart whenever my requirement is on percentage format. The only one and only chart among what we have learned till now, the only chart which can give you in the percentage form is pie chart. Okay. Now, here I will go and select the options. Here I'll go and select the options in the data labels. If I can put only category, it's just saying technology, furniture, and office supply, which is useless. Then I will go and say data value. Data value means 0.84, 0.74, 0.72. This is also useless because this I could have got it here only. The same number information, I could have got it here only. So use your pie chart only if you need like this. This is where it is important. The only one in chart which can give you in the percentage form will be your pie chart. Or you need both. Category and data label. This is not that great. Category and percentage, yeah, this is good. Technology, furniture, office. But why are you giving unnecessary? Because already there is a color difference. Again, no need to tell this is furniture, this is office supply. And or I can say like this. This will give you the number as well as the percentage. This also looks better. But if you're not concerned about the total number, you can simply go and say, I just need percentage. That's it. That's it. Okay. Now let's write down the formula. For this also, the formula is one categorical data, one numerical data. So this is exactly the same formula for column chart. What was the formula? The same formula is also there for pie chart. Okay. Column chart was one categorical data with one numerical data. Pie chart is also one categorical data with one numerical data. But what is the difference is here it is getting in the form of a percentage. So what I will do, the numerical value is there, right? The numerical value. If you want in the form of percentage, go with pie chart. Go with pie chart. That's all. Both the formulas are same, but that numerical value which I've selected, I want in the percentage format. Then you go with pie chart. If you don't want percentage, you exactly need only the sales. No need of doing this. You could have done it here only. Same information, you could have used a column chart. When pie chart, remember this, pie chart will be helpful and it will be used only if you want a percentage value. So I would go with percentage. Then this is the right chart. Are we good? When you will have to go with column, when you will have to go with pie? Yes?
Yes, Santosh.
Yes, Santosh.
Okay. Now let's check the possibilities. Okay. Let's check the possibilities. Categorical data with numerical data, perfectly fine. Numerical data with numerical data. Wow. What a design here. So beautiful. Tell me, is it readable?
No.
No.
Hey, see properly here. Colors are super, right? The shades of a color is excellent. See properly. Is it good?
No.
No.
It's complex.
You have joined this course to learn about data, or you joined this course to learn about color combination and Rangoli competition? What have you joined this course for?
Data.
Data. This gives you a good combination of colors, but it will not fit your visual. So if this is also unfit, provided that percentage number will come, but still it's unfit. Okay. Now, instead of this, I will take categorical data. Is it readable?
Yes.
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 About 60% of the customers are buying office products. About 21% of the customers are buying furniture products. About 18% of the customers are buying technology products. But what I've taken is a categorical data. So first what I will do, it's a categorical data with the categorical data, categorical data with the categorical data. But that categorical data which is taking as a count, it's a categorical data, but it's taking as a count. So it becomes a numerical value. That is what is a small n. But in that, again, it is giving you in a percentage format. That's all. That's all. That's why I told you this formulas nowhere it will be present in Google. This is invented by us. That's why I'm writing my own things. So categorical data with the categorical data, it's still an okay one. It's not that bad. It's still readable. 60% of the customers have purchased office products. 21% of the customers have purchased furnitures, and 21% of the products are 18% of the products has been purchased by technology. Well, I'm still reading this numerical value, categorical data is numerical value, that numerical value in the percentage form. This is what is this. Are we good?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now, this is pie chart. I'll change the color, okay? I'll change the color. Technology. See, don't think too much about this part, okay? Everyone can research this. It's just like a formatting changes. Don't think too much. Everyone will learn this. The moment you keep on practicing, you will learn this, okay? Okay. Now this is pie chart. Beautiful. Categorical data with numerical data. The numerical data is coming in a percentage format, okay? Do you guys, have you tasted this? Have you
Yes.
tasted this? What is this?
Donuts
How does it taste?
are sweet, little bit of salty.
Okay. Is there anyone who has never tasted this?
I have not.
You have not tasted? You're from which place?
From Bangalore.
Bangalore.
Yeah.
Bangalore,
Even
and you have not tasted.
Santosh,
You're from which place?
Bangalore itself.
Oh,
Bangalore
surprise,
means
yeah.
I'm coming from urban, Bangalore urban.
Whatever it is, yeah. You've never tasted this?
Rural, not urban.
No.
Oh,
I have not tasted.
what a surprise, yeah. Okay. This is one of the sugary snack. It will be good. I have also tasted it, but you cannot eat more. It's unhealthy for your body. But I can simply call this as a sweet vada. It looks like that. It looks like a vada, but a lot of syrup, sugary syrups will be added. It comes with a lot of flavors, chocolate flavors, everything, right? This is a sweet, one of the famous sweet I could say. Okay, this was not there in our generation, but for the last, I would say about 8-10 years, we can see this donuts. Okay, so this is a newly, this is like a syrup, sugary syrup, and it will be very soft. Okay, you can even go and see It's a sweet, fried, pastries. Okay, they come with a ring shaped, enjoyed as a snack, breakfast. It seems so. It is not a breakfast, it's a snack. It can come with a chocolate, fruit, all of this it comes, and it comes with toppings. Okay, not that great, but okay, one or two, fine. People who have not tasted, you can taste it once, it will be good. Okay, now there is one chart which is like called donut chart. I don't know how did they keep this snack name as a chart name. I don't know. So the next chart that I will go and learn will be donut chart. Okay, now let's see what is a formula, but it is next to your pie chart actually. So if I go and change this is donut chart. Now I got to know why they have kept the name donut, because it comes with the same ring shaped. In between there is a hole and you can see this. Okay, now question to you. Same formula, right? Categorical data, numerical data with the percentage symbol. So same formula. When you add more number of categories, this was going on toss. Okay, this part is going on toss. Similarly here also, if I add a more number of category, let's say state, this is also going on toss. So there is nothing much difference. There's nothing much difference. You add this and you add this, both are good only. Okay, now sometimes listen carefully, sometimes listen carefully. My formula may be correct, but the report may not get the answer. As simple as that. Operation is successful, patient is dead. Right? You may be a best doctor in the field, but sometimes your operation is success, but the patient may be dead. That is exactly what is happening here. Categorical data with the numerical data, this is good. But instead of category, which is only 3, technology, furniture and office supply, I will go and take city. City is also categorical data. This is also numerical data. So categorical data with numerical data is exactly was my formula. But this loses the readability. Sometimes my formula may not work. This is a best example for this. Formula wise categorical data with the numerical data, it's one of the best fit. But if you have more number of cities, we have about 1500 cities, it's going on toss. Okay, so for the first time I will go and write something called remarks. Use pie chart provided the levels of categorical data is less than 6 or 7. If anything is greater than 6 or 7, don't use it. Use pi provided the levels of, levels means what? This one, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So use this if your levels is less than 5 or 6. 1, 2, 3, this is good. Region, 4, this is good. State, no, this is not good. It has more than 6 or 7, not good. Segment, perfect. Ship mode, perfect. Like this, try to use pie chart provided if the levels is less than 6 or 7. The same applies for donut also. You use this or you use this, both are same. Okay, both comes with the same property. You cannot go and add a city and tell that it loses its readability. There, what is this? This is a design. It looks like a design. It is not that great, right? So please remember the remarks as well. These two are really good if you want a percentage one, but avoid if you have more than 7 categories. So why I'm keeping 6 or 7? See, for me 6 could look readable. For you 7 may look readable. For someone else 8 may look readable. So for us readability is important. Not like a fixed number. It's not a formula where a plus b whole square have to always be like same formula. No. For me readability is important. I will always give importance to readability. Sometimes you may see that 6 is readable, sometimes 7 could be readable, sometimes 8 could be readable. So whatever the readability is there, go for it. Okay. Now let's come back to the original one. In this case, the number of categories is less than 6 or 7. So that's correct. Categorical data with numerical data, perfect. But among pie and donut, which is the one which you will use in the real time and why? Which one looks good?
Donut.
Just
Donut.
because you like donut?
I don't like, but I like the visualization. I didn't had the donut. One of the.
Okay. What
It
about
just
others?
looks good.
Looks good.
Use donuts, donut chart basically, if specifically for the region level, if you want to differentiate, as you said. So it look and feel wise, it looks great.
Which one?
Donut.
Region wise, I did not get you.
No,
Oh.
region generally we have like AMR, APAC, like that, 3 or 4 column categories. So that's the reason we usually go for donut instead of.
So see, this one is category by sales. This is also category by sales. I don't see any difference. Both are readable, no?
But look and feel wise, this looks great, donut, comparatively.
Then why they have pie then? They could have removed the pie from the original chart, right? If you have donut, why you really need this extra space?
It's totally a personal choice. I think both look equally good, but we are more used to pie and donut looks fresh.
Okay, very, very safe answer. It's up to your personal choice. Like I was also debating between a column chart and bar chart. It's just the orientation change, right? It's just the orientation change. One can give you vertical, one can give you horizontal, correct? But in terms of pie and donut, there is one more difference that is there. But usually preferred pie chart, but there are some cases where we'll prefer donut chart. Okay, we will tell you what is this donut chart when we will use in the upcoming sessions. As of now, just like your column and bar, like your orientation change, you can say pie and donut are similar. It's similar. Both are same. Only maybe for you guys, look and feel, donut may look good. Maybe for me, this may look good. This is the first chart which came into picture before this. Donut is there for the last maybe let's say 5-6 years, but this is there from the past. But ideally, there is one small difference. I can make use of this space in between for some other value. That is where will be very helpful. We'll see that later. We'll see that later. But as of now, you use either pie chart or donut chart. Remember one thing, this donut or pie chart is useful only for percentage required data, and make sure it is less than 6 or 7. There's no fixed number. 5 also I can use, 7 also I can use, 8 also I can use, but make sure it's readable. Readability is what is important. If you have more number of categories like 45, 50, 100, it will lose the readability like this. So in that case, pie chart is invalid. Okay. So yesterday we had covered 2 charts. Today we have covered 8 charts totally. Okay. Now tell me, does our formula look easy and clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Santosh.
Can I take the assurance from you guys that you will never forget this for rest of your life?
Yes. Yes,
Yes.
Santosh.
Yes.
Okay.
With some practice.
Yeah. With that, we'll stop here for today. We'll continue in the next class with more charts. Okay, we'll figure out there are many charts that we have to learn. So let's learn one by one, and then we will learn all the 30 charts before we do one report. Okay, I'll share this formula list once I complete all the charts. Until then, please observe this and take care of this. By knowing this, you can learn all the charts individually and you'll be able to master in any tool. Okay, we'll stop here for today. Any questions?
Santosh, one question.
Yeah.
Say, for example, if the client team asks that we need this kind of chart, but it has a combination of unfit combination like numerical data and numerical data. So how do we explain to the clients that this kind of format will not be supported for the expectation of chart?
Today you have learned column chart, which is the best combination for categorical data and numerical data. Okay. After some days, you'll be learning some more. I will not name it now, but I'll call it as X chart. That X chart will be best fit for numerical value with numerical value. In the upcoming sessions, there is a one chart that we will be using. Here it was unfit, but here it will be fit. I will not tell you which chart it is. If I tell you which chart it is, your suspense will end today. So let's keep this as a suspense. There is a one chart which I will use it for numerical with numerical. It will come somewhere around 16th or 17th chart. Okay?
Okay.
Any other questions?
Santosh?
Yeah.
You used cities with pie chart, right? Cities and sales with pie chart. Could you use same thing with bar chart or column chart?
That will also create a problem. More number of categories will always create a problem.
Okay, Santosh.
We'll find out how to rectify this. Why I need all 50? Maybe I need top 10, top 15. So see, formula is correct, but if readability is not there, then formula is waste. That's why I told you, right? Whatever it is, readability is important.
Okay, Santosh. Thank you.
Are we good?
Yes, Santosh.
Okay, we'll stop here for today. Okay, thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you, Santosh.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you, Santosh.
Thank you.
Thank you.